He found $10 million in an abandoned house. Imagine buying an abandoned house for almost nothing, then opening a hidden room and discovering $10 million inside. That's exactly what happened to Hart. But there was one problem. The money didn't belong to him, and someone was willing to do anything to get it back. Hart had never been rich. He worked an ordinary job. He lived in a small apartment, and most months, he had to carefully plan how he was going to pay his bills. So when he saw an abandoned house being sold at an incredibly low price, he thought he had found an opportunity. The house had been empty for almost 15 years. The windows were broken. The garden had completely overgrown. The walls were covered in dirt, and nobody seemed to want it. The previous owner had disappeared years earlier. According to the documents, the house had been sitting untouched ever since. Hart bought it, not because he thought he would become rich. He simply wanted to renovate it, fix it, and eventually sell it. The first few days were exhausting. He removed old furniture, pulled out damaged carpets. Hart realized the money probably wasn't legally obtained. He immediately called the police, but before he could explain everything, someone knocked on the front door. 3 times. Knock, knock, knock. Hart froze. His friend looked at him. "Are you expecting someone?" Hart shook his head. They stayed completely silent. Another knock, this time harder. Hart slowly walked toward the window. He looked outside. A black SUV was parked across the street. 2 men were standing beside it. Neither of them was looking at the house. They were looking directly at Hart. He stepped away from the window. His friend whispered, "Call the police." Hart grabbed his phone, but before he could make the call, the power went out. The entire house became dark. Hart could hear footsteps outside. Then, the front door opened. Someone had forced it. Hart and his friend ran toward the basement.